Okay, what's happening, guys? We're back with another video, and today we're going to be reacting to one of my favorite vegan outreach videos. It's just entertaining. It's one of the funniest videos I've seen. This is a vegan outreach video that David RAMMS did about 8 months ago on the streets of Manchester, and he was talking to a YouTuber called VEITCH. And this video introduced me to VEITCH. I've actually been watching some of his videos, and I do find him interesting. He's a bit of a character, as you will find out. Here is a video of him completely falling apart because of the topic of veganism, and David handles it very nicely. He stays calm, don't take any of it personally, as a good outreacher does. And yeah, we're going to get into it now. So it's called Vegan Parents Starve Their Kids. You can find it on David's channel, and yeah, let's get into it.
Vegan parents get jailed all the time for starving their kids.
Non-vegan parents.
Is not good.
Vegan parents get jailed all the time, apparently, because they're starving their kids. Wow, really? Is that what veganism means? You starve children? Whoa.
Non-vegan parents get jailed far more for the same thing. Far more for the same thing.
Your Nordic runes. That's pretty
Thanks,
cool.
man. Let's talk about it.
We're to do a debate.
Friendly, you know, starting off friendly. It gets a lot more wild though, as you'll find out.
With a man who isn't Joey Tribbiani. What's his name? Joey Armstrong.
Yeah.
Joey Armstrong is much bigger.
Joey Tribbiani. I feel like he made that comment on purpose. I think he knew what Joey's name was, but he was like, nah, let's just take the piss a bit more.
Healthier looking. Look at this.
Is that the guy from Friends? Huh? Tribbiani's
right,
from
it's the guy from
Friends.
Friends. Okay, vegan. Bring your grey skull and your sunken cheeks and your weak.
He's a good presenter. You got to hand it to him. He captures the camera. He's quite a character. You know, he gets it in.
Anemic complexion, and let's have a chat.
His weak anemic complexion. Let's have a look at David right now. Let's analyze his body. Okay, let's see. Oh, yeah, very pale, very skinny. Yeah, he's just lacking a lot of, you know, a lot of health. You know, he looks very unhealthy. He's got, yeah, very anemic, completely ludicrous. David pokes back a little bit here.
Sorry about the wind noise, by the way. It's going to be.
I tell you what, yeah, you bring that little pot belly to the chat as well, then, yeah. Well,
you know what? The man is honest.
The man is honest.
I have been eating very well. It's called the biscuit belly.
Let's see the biceps. How are we doing?
Not too well.
Yeah, how much going on?
Medium. That's okay. Yeah, it's
okay, cool. Just want to establish a few things.
I think he felt a little bit called out when David told him to bring up his little bicep arm there. He looked at it for a second. He was like, I don't really want to do that. I don't go gym. I'm not that confident in it. He looked a little bit like that, from my opinion. But, you know, he played along in good humour.
It's measuring contest. Let's just, come on. I want to see what a vegan penis looks like. I'm not vegan gay.
A vegan penis, yeah!
Listen, you were shouting, what was it? Vegan parents, Google.
Yeah, Google the words vegan parents jailed.
Right.
And there's hundreds, thousands of stories.
Yeah.
Because vegan parents will, because of their ideology, starve their children. And there is nothing worse on earth than the thought of a newborn baby starving to death.
Wow. I never knew that in the definition of veganism was the prerogative to starve children. But, oh, thank you so much, Charlie, for pointing that out. It's totally not about just being against animal exploitation, just being against animal use. No, it's specifically about starving children. Thank you. Wise comment.
I totally agree. You know what you can also do? Make that same Google search, take away the word vegan, and you'll get about 1 million more results.
Ooh, did you see his face there? He weren't expecting a logical response, was he? Oh, because logical doesn't go with veganism, does it? Oh no, veganism is just emotion fueled.
Parent starved child.
But that's like a truism, because obviously there's more normal people than there are vegans.
Right.
So it's not.
But it's not a vegan problem, is it?
Well, yeah, it is, because they're specifically starving them due to the vegan ideology.
No, they're starving them because they're fucking morons.
David tells it how it is. If you are starving your children, you are a moron. If your kids are becoming malnourished because of your actions, because you're not feeding them properly, you are just incapable of raising children. It has got nothing to do with being vegan, with whether you're vegan or whether you're not vegan. It's simply got to do with your brain and your irresponsibility.
They're fucking morons.
We agree on something.
Right, you see?
Go on, right.
Because
there
they're
they
non-vegan
agree.
parents are starving their kids. Listen, you're starving a child, you're starving a child. Whether they're doing it with fruits or whether they're doing it with fucking steak.
So you're a good vegan.
It's mad that we need to point this out to people, isn't it? Just like, honestly, I think it's the media. The media, they just paint this image of vegans, this negative, demonic vision of vegans, that we're some kind of crazed terrorists who want to kill people to save animals. No, no, we're not like that. Do your own research. Actually talk to a vegan. How about that? Instead of going on your phone and saying all this rubbish nonsense because you heard what Piers Morgan said in his recent interview. Stupid.
You differentiate not along eating meat or not eating meat, but along morality, whether you're a good person or not a good person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
Yes. You can be a bad person and you can be vegan. You can be a non-vegan and be a good person. Just because you're not a vegan, it doesn't make you a bad person. Good people do bad things. As our brother Earthling Ed said, good people can do bad things. And the fact of the matter is, if you're paying for animals to be exploited so that you can enjoy the taste of them, then that is a bad thing to do. It's common sense. It's a bad thing to do that. If you care about animals, it's a bad thing to do. And by going vegan, you're aligning your actions with your values. It's a no-brainer.
Good. So our argument's over. Cut! No, I'm joking.
Just to establish what you said there, like, if someone's eating animals for survival,
Yeah.
they have to. How is it fair that I call them immoral and say they're a scumbag or whatever, or an animal abuser? That's not right. But if someone's in the city centre of Manchester and they're choosing to go and pay for animals to be stabbed in the throat because they like the taste of a burger and that's it,
Yeah.
I mean, that's where I can draw a problem. I can say that's an issue.
No, but animals aren't able to suffer in the way that humans can,
So?
with existential pain.
So?
When you kill an animal, up until the moment of its death, it's only thinking first-order thoughts like food. Oh, interesting. Oh, maybe I should have sex with the...
Oh, so then mentally handicapped people, they don't deserve a right to life then, do they? Because all they're thinking about is first-order thoughts, or they're thinking about no thoughts. Yeah, it makes sense.
The female chicken.
That's interesting. How long have you spent in a slaughterhouse to find that out?
Longer than more people, actually.
Yeah.
A friend of mine in Brazil, his family in Rio Grande do Sul owned a sheep farm which had an attached slaughterhouse.
Sure.
I watched the slaughter of many animals.
Yeah.
And it was gruesome, as all dismemberment is.
Yeah.
But it wasn't done inhumanely.
It is gruesome as all dismemberment is. Guys, non-vegans, vegans, whatever, do you really need to actually, do you really need to watch what happens to animals to go vegan? Can't you just use your head? Okay, meat. Where does meat come from? It comes from an animal. Okay, if I'm eating their body, which is meat, what's going to happen to the animal? Oh, the animal's going to get killed. Oh, killed. What does killing look like? Oh, killing. How would they kill an animal? Oh, I suppose a stun gun to the head. No, that's not very humane, is it? That's not very compassionate. Oh, what's that as well? They also slit their throats? Oh, how would that look? Oh, that would look quite horrible, that wouldn't it, actually? Oh, I better stop thinking about it, just in case it changes my mind about meat. Look at the thing you're eating. Look at the thing you're eating. Look at the thing that's on your plate in front of you. Think about where it comes from. Think about the animal it come from. Think about what happened to the animal, and then you'll make that vegan connection with ease. You haven't got to go and do a load of research. It helps strengthen your convictions, but just use your common sense. Just use your brain. Use your brain. It's a completely logical decision.
You know what humane means, right?
Something to do with humans?
With compassion and benevolence.
There you go. Yeah, it
So
was
you
done
think-
with...
That's it. You know where the word compassion comes from? It comes from the phrase companion in suffering. That's where compassion comes from. Are you really a companion in suffering if you're paying for the animal to be killed? Are you really their companion? Are you helping them out? Are you empathizing with them to such a degree that you're feeling what they go through inside you? No, you're not. You're not a companion in suffering if you're paying for animals to be hung upside down and had their throats slit. You're a creator of their suffering. Because you're paying for it. You're saying, yes, I want this to happen. I want these animals to be killed so I can enjoy them. You are paying for it.
Compassion with benevolence.
So how'd they do it?
They hung them upside down and slit their throats and then held onto their snout so that all the blood and guts came out.
That's compassionate? That sounds compassionate? Hanging an animal upside down, holding their nose, holding their snout, slitting their throat so that all their blood and guts come out. And that's meant to be compassionate? That's meant to be humane? I don't think so. It doesn't really quite compute in my brain. Oh, that rhymed. That was nice.
Compassionate and benevolent.
Yeah, the sheep deserved it.
Why were they doing...
I'm joking.
Yeah,
okay, let me rewind slightly.
That's
No,
all right.
it was compassionate and benevolent. They were stunned. They weren't conscious. And sheep,
So how were they
especially
stunned?
with electricity or a bolt gun to the head.
So they were electrocuted in the face or bolt gunned in the head, then they had their throat slit, and you're saying that's compassionate and benevolent?
Yes, because
Yeah.
it's the most compassionate, benevolent way to get meat out of them without
right.
torturing them.
For no good reason, though.
Why can't you just say, I just don't care about animals, David. I don't have that empathy inside me. Instead of going through all these mental gymnastics, mental hurdles to make himself look like a fool.
Right?
No, for meat.
For what? For what?
For meat. Oh yeah, we do all this for meat. Meat that we don't need, meat that we can survive without, perfectly well, can survive without it. You don't need to eat it.
The advancements of the human race. You know, we are literally about to send men to Mars. And women. I'm not sexist.
Hold up. All right.
And we're going to send men to Mars because they eat meat.
Hold up, let me establish
and human
something here,
evolution
yeah?
only happened because we had protein in our bellies. When
Human
our monkey
evolution.
ancestors
Well,
ate.
he's got a point there. Perhaps our ancestors wouldn't have got through those hard years without eating animals, without using the full body part of an animal. But we've got to a point in history where we can leave that behind in the past. We haven't got to continue with it. We haven't got to take it with us in the future. We haven't got to take it forward with us so that our children will be a part of it as well. We can leave that behind in the past.
Meat.
So you're banking on the next million or so years that we're going to evolve again because we're eating sheep.
Yes. No, yes.
You're banking on that, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, boys, let's go to Mars. Let's go to Mars. All we need is meat. Yeah. We just need meat. We just need to eat meat. You wanna go to that? You wanna go to Mars? That planet which takes a long time to get to. Yeah, all we need is meat. What? Yeah, meat. We don't need Elon Musk. We don't need rockets. We don't need space engineers. We don't need SpaceX. We just need meat. Yes, meat. That's how we'll get to Mars. That's how we'll conquer our solar system. That's how we'll meet extraterrestrial life. Meat. Meat has become an idol for people. They idolize it to such a degree that they end up doing all these mental hurdles to justify the consumption of meat to this degree. It is very bizarre, and it needs to be combated against.
Yeah, you can even do a funny little edit to make me look like a fucking idiot.
Oh, Charlie, we will. I'm doing one right now, my friend. I'm doing one right now. And as David will say here, it won't take much of an edit, unfortunately. This is what happens when people get confronted with this whole vegan argument, with this whole vegan idea, they crumble. Even the most intelligent people, Neil deGrasse Tyson, for example, go to Earthling Ed's channel, watch him break down and complete dismantle Neil deGrasse Tyson's mental hurdles to justify the consumption and exploitation of animals. Go and watch that, and then you'll have a laugh, mate. Come back to this video, yeah. Just do that first. The most intelligent people, they seem to want to justify anything they can so they continue their selfish desire, their selfish taste preference for these animals. It's very hilarious, and this is what happens on the street. It's what happens all the time, and I'd prefer it. It would make my job so much easier if people who don't care about animals just say that. Yeah, I genuinely don't care about animals, Rupert. I just don't care what happens to these animals. I'll be like, okay, mate, I can't really say much to that. Have a nice day. I've done that before loads. My friends have said to me they don't care what happens, so I don't bother talking to them about veganism because it's just me going round in a circle and biting my own ass, chasing my own tail. So, yeah.
It won't take much of an edit, mate. You're doing a pretty good job.
It will not.
That's not nice.
Come on.
My mummy.
We're doing it.
You know, it's in good humour. Like, they're having a conversation in good humour. It didn't get nasty. It's just a bit of banter back and forth. It's a fun. This is why it's one of my favourite outreach videos.
Veganism is dangerous.
Oh, here we go. He just starts preaching now.
Tell me why.
If GTA 6 comes out next year and Charles VEITCH or a character like Charles VEITCH is not in that game, I am going to be very disappointed because he would be a great GTA NPC character. You know how crazy these GTA characters are. Charles VEITCH, I want to see him in the next GTA game. Please, Rockstar, do that. He's great. He's a great character. Very interesting character. He's just a bit lost on the whole vegan topic, the whole animal topic. So, yeah, we're doing our best to bring him over to it.
Tell me why veganism is... I'll tell you all why veganism is dangerous. It's rubbish for the economy.
Rubbish for the economy. Oh, and growing a load of crops and vegetables to feed animals that we raise isn't rubbish for the economy. All the subsidies that go towards these meat, fish, dairy and egg industries isn't rubbish for the economy. These subsidies could literally be used for our healthcare system. They could literally be used for anything other than our food system, and we would be completely fine. Put the subsidies into plant-based farming. I recently did a video on the Vegan Organic Network, Veganic Farming. Put subsidies into those initiatives. They're better for the environment, they're better for animals, they're better for our health. The world is completely upside down, yeah? The world needs God. That's what the world needs. That's the thing that's going to change this. Because I can't think of anything else. Tell me, what else is going to change this world, huh?
Cows and sheep are ugly and deserve to be shot. And also, vegans have been ruining barbecue since 1853.
Yes, we have. Barbecues suck when there's dead animals being chefed up and being cooked. Terrible place. Wouldn't want it for my children whatsoever. Vegan meat all the way.
I'm losing track of all your points, to be honest with you. Must be the B12
This
deficiency,
man,
I don't
don't.
know.
Mate, we're not even halfway into the video, and this video I'm making is already like twice the length of the whole video. Sorry about this, but I think it's a funny video, so feel free to drop out at any time.
Invite him to your barbecue, he'll say no to all the meat. And then he'll even say, I'm not going to let my halloumi burger get cooked on the same grill.
Halloumi. Oh yeah, halloumi's vegan, guys. I didn't know that before. Halloumi's vegan. Yeah.
We're gonna go back into it. Halloumi, it's cheese.
Oh, sorry,
Come on,
vegan
mate.
halloumi, vegan
Tofu.
halloumi.
Yes, vegan halloumi, vegan cheese, vegan meat, vegan sausages. Any food product you can think of, put vegan at the start of it, and we are good with it.
Tofu. All right. What was the logical thing we were discussing before we went off on that? Can you remember? Can we rewind a little bit?
I think no, let's get back to it.
So karma, right?
Sorry, I'm a bit crazy. Please ask something rational. We'll come back.
We got that bit.
Oh yes, you are, mate. And it makes for a great video.
The vegan
Let's bring that
killing thing, we dealt with the morality thing. All right,
Yeah.
all right. Let's
No,
go
but I
back to
think
the evolution thing then. So,
Yeah.
what gives you the impression that we evolved specifically because we started eating meat?
The fact that only meat-eating animals have a level of cognitive self-awareness that would pass modern psychological tests about being aware of the self. There is not a single vegetarian, not a single vegetarian or vegan animal which is, I'm very well. Look at this handsome guy joining the chat.
Continue.
But all grazers, as in all
He's got
vegetarian or
viewers. Yeah, he's got
vegan animals.
viewers. If you watch his videos, he's always like he's always got like one of his fans coming up to him. He's pretty popular, based in Manchester. He's a funny guy. Makes interesting content.
Animals
Right.
are dumb and stupid.
He's such a right winger though. I mean, look what he's wearing. Look at his clothing. Look at the way he's presenting himself. Mate, you just need to look at his YouTube channels to see what he believes in. And everyone can believe what they want. I ain't got a problem with that. I'm not trying to get political. I'm just pointing out the facts.
Stupid and walk on all four hoofs, whereas dolphins, monkeys, chimpanzees, and humans, and
Wait a minute. Wolves,
No, I'll give you
wolves
elephants.
walk on all four.
I'll give you elephants. They're sentient and they're vegetarian.
Right.
But
so,
they
so
eat.
okay, so everything you just said is useless then, basically.
No. There's one exception that proves the rule.
I don't know
And
about
elephants
that,
are
mate.
fake
You made a
vegans.
huge statement.
The one exception is I want to eat meat, and I'm going to use I'm going to go against common logic, common understanding, and I'm going to try and jump through all these mental hurdles to justify the fact that I want to eat meat. That's literally what he's saying. He's a human supremacist, and he's going to use anything he can to continue his supremacy over these other animals.
And you have to walk it back almost immediately.
I tell you what the problem here is. I'm trying to be funny, but you're trying to be serious.
I'm not.
You see, he's trying to be funny at a serious topic. That doesn't tend to work very well. It only works with a few people. Usually those people have a dark sense of humour, such as myself. That's why I found this video very funny. Yeah. You can't really make something serious funny. Killing isn't funny. Decapitating animals' heads isn't funny. The sad fact that billions of animals, sentient animals, are killed every year just so that we can eat them isn't funny. I mean, he's a funny guy. He's trying to make it funny, but it's a serious topic. I mean, he's a logical and reasoned discussion around it.
No, I'm willing to be a little bit funny, but you got to actually, give me something to work with, right?
That's fine. No, of course. But you're here with your group and your camera crew and your people trying to spread the ideology of veganism onto Manchester people. Is that
Oh yeah, we are such Nazis. We're trying to spread our ideology.
I wouldn't even put it that way, to be honest with you. If you want to call yourself a vegan or not, I couldn't give a shit. I just want people to choose different things in the supermarket. I don't put animals in farms and slaughterhouses. I investigate these places firsthand.
You ain't got to call yourself a vegan to be against animal exploitation, to be against animal use. There's a term for it, which is vegan, but you can simply say, yeah, I'm against animals being used for our benefits. We don't need to do it anymore. We used to maybe have to do it to survive and advance our families, etc. But nowadays we can leave it in the past. We don't need to do it anymore. So yeah, I'm just against animal exploitation. Or you can just say I'm vegan. Bit easier, innit?
Spent a lot of time in slaughterhouses. You said you spent a bit of time in there. I spent a lot of time in there. I see how they are terrified, how they can see what's happening to the animals in front of them. They can smell it. Okay, you talked about animals not having as the cognition we have, but they pick up on other things. You know that, right? They have a sense of smell. They also have different senses. Actually, the cows have been compared to like it's like almost like they have autism, the way they actually communicate.
You see, he's taking it seriously. He's taking some of these things that David's talking about seriously, but he's still trying to make a joke of it. It's a very interesting video. It goes from serious to comical, and yeah, it's an entertaining video. Go and check it out.
Okay, with the world.
Autistic cows.
Well, that's not my comparison. That's actually a farmer.
You had my curiosity, but now you have my full attention.
Right.
Autistic cows, let's go there. Look at this tall guy.
What's her name, Annie? What's her name? The one who said that, the autistic. She said cows have similar traits to autism. That woman that farm. Sorry, Temple Grandin, her name is. She's like a pro-farming, pro-agriculture, and she actually compared them that they pick up on body signals and they're more body language focused. So animals go into these places, they know what's happening, they smell the blood, they can hear everything because they have better hearing than us too. They're fucking terrified. So it's not just a case of they pop in there happy as Larry and get shot in the head. There's the whole build up to it.
I agree with you. There's no need to make animals suffer unnecessarily. If we can get the slaughterhouses to maybe trick the minds of the cows and the sheep to make them think that they're going to the meadow before they stun them, that would be good. No one.
Didn't he say earlier, yeah, veganism is terrible for the economy? Yeah, he wants to invent some kind of machine that tricks the brains of cows so that they believe that they're going to some happy meadow instead of a slaughterhouse. Really, Charlie? I mean, he said it in it, he's crazy. Lost the plot. No, you know what, I'm sure he's a very reasoned and logical man outside of the topic of veganism. But when it comes to veganism, like most people, they crumble because they cannot face the truth. They cannot face the truth. They cannot hold themselves accountability because the majority of people in today's society are wimps. They don't have accountability. They don't want to be held accountable for their actions, even though it's the truth, even though it's honest. Nah, they're not having it. They're not having none of it.
No one wants animals to suffer unnecessarily.
That's fine, so we agree on that. Next thing then, I mean...
Nobody wants animals to suffer unnecessarily. Okay, but I'm still going to go and eat beef burgers. I'm still going to pay for animals to be shot in the head and had their throats slit so I can eat them. But yeah, no, nobody really wants that to happen. Okay, if nobody really wants that to happen, be the change you want to see. Be a vegan, become a vegan, speak up for the animals. That's my message.
I mean, we're still committing an act of violence on another animal.
Yes.
For a burger that we don't need. So why don't we just eat something else instead?
Yeah, but the thing is, though, I think it's okay to kill humans in very special circumstances. So
sure, for survival or whatever, right?
Or self-defense.
Absolutely.
And also...
It's not self-defense if it's a pig in a slaughterhouse, is it?
Yeah, but, you know...
But yeah, dude, I mean, animals being shoved into slaughterhouses against their will, that's not self-defense. Have you seen a sheep? Have you seen a lamb? Have you seen how gentle and defenseless they are? Oh no, but it's self-defense to shove these little gentle animals into slaughterhouses so they get killed. Ah, mate, people have lost the plot, mate. It's not just Charlie, it's the majority of people.
If you shut down the slaughterhouse and don't kill the pig, it's going to suffer more, so you might as well see it through to the logical conclusion.
Well, no, we just stop breeding them.
Yeah,
that way they won't ever exist to go into a slaughterhouse, will they?
If we didn't have organised farmed meat, human beings in third world countries would hunt every last bit of bush meat. It would be an ecological disaster. So we need steaks.
Not if there was a change in mindset, not if there was a mass change in mindset. A change in mindset where people didn't see animals as here for us to do as we please, to be shot and hunted and used.
So why do poor people, when they get rich, all go to the steakhouse?
Because they think, well, they see Americans doing it, and they think that's what you do if you're rich.
Oh my God, you've just taken agency away from poor people, saying that they're nothing but automatic bloody puppets.
Absolutely
They are making a choice. How can you insult the poor people like that?
They're influenced, they're inspired by American culture and British culture.
No, let's say how it is. They are equally mature, grown adults as you and me, making a choice for themselves without being brainwashed by rich Europe.
Inspired.
I want to thank you for your time. Can we do a handshake on video? Is that okay?
Sure.
To that last point, like, yeah, okay, maybe poor people don't have access to meat, animal products because of their finances. And when they do get enough finances, I mean, steak is very much related to wealth. It's very much related to prosperity. But that's because of the idea that's been drilled into us throughout human history, that if you're eating a steak, you're well off. When it just doesn't correlate. How does the fact that you're eating a steak make you rich? It's just another one of those bullshit things like, oh yeah, I've got a watch. Oh yeah, I wear designer clothing. That means I'm rich. No, it bloody doesn't. Grow up. It's a good video. I mean, I found it funny as hell, like, and I ain't got no bad will towards Charlie. He's a bit insane, but I mean, that's my type of people sometimes. He's an entertainer, he's a YouTuber at the end of the day, so of course he's gonna try and make things more of a hyperbole. He's gonna exaggerate things for entertainment. He's an entertaining guy. Check out his videos; they're quite funny. He's a funny character, and yeah, I mean, it was a good-mannered, it's a well-mannered conversation at times. At other times, it wasn't. But yeah, one of my favorite outreach videos that is, and I mean, David did a great job dismantling Charlie's bullshit. Check it out, guys. But yeah, this video has gone on way too long. I didn't expect to talk as much as I did. The annoying thing is I actually started recording this video before I recorded this video, and my mic wasn't turned on. So unfortunately, you guys lost out on a lot of quality content there, but it's what it is. I still got a video together. And yeah, check out the video, subscribe to David, subscribe to me if you want to see more videos like this. And yeah, continue being vegan. Go vegan if you're not vegan, and speak off the animals. I'll see you in a bit.